All right, y'all, 15th best game of 2024. We got number 4 Penn State taking on Minnesota. Penn State is 9-1. Minnesota is 6-4. Penn State has high hopes for the college football playoff and is looking for a spot in the Big Ten championship game. Penn State goes 3-and-out on the first drive of the game. Minnesota ball, second play of the drive for Max Brosmer. Finds Daniel Jackson for a 20-yard gain. Next play. Handoff to Darius Taylor. Fights hard here and gets 10 yards for a first down. 3 plays later, 3rd and 6, empty backfield for Max Brosmer. Checks it down to Darius Taylor. He stops short of the first down. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Handoff to Darius Taylor. Gets 12 yards on the first down. 2 plays later, Max Brosmer hands it off to Marcus Major. Gets into the end zone for a 20-yard touchdown after the extra point from Dragon Kesich. Minnesota goes up 7-0 with 8:57 left in the first quarter. Penn State ball now. He plays another drive, 3rd and 2. Handoff to Nicholas Singleton. He stopped short of the first down. Cody Lindenberg's on the tackle, so Penn State has to punt it again. Minnesota ball, 3rd play of the drive, 3rd and 7. Brosmer checks it down to Marcus Major. Doesn't get anything. Stopped by Kobe King. Minnesota has to punt the ball. After the 3-and-out for Minnesota, Penn State ball now. First play of the drive. Drew Aller finds Harrison Wallace for 3rd. He gets 12 yards on the first down. 3rd and 11. Aller's going to run himself. He's going to get 6 yards. Stop short of the first down. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5. I know it says 4th and 4 on the screen. Online it says 4th and 5. Aller drops back. He's looking around. He's going to be sacked by Anthony Smith. Turnover on downs. And Penn State's offense is still scoreless in the first quarter. 3rd play of Minnesota's next drive. Max Brosmer finds Daniel Jackson for a 23-yard gain. 3 plays later, 3rd and 9. Handoff to Darius Taylor. Gets absolutely nothing. So they bring on Dragon Kesich for a 48-yard field goal. Field goal is good. Minnesota goes up 10-0 with 12:56 left in the second quarter. Penn State ball, first play of the drive. Drew Aller finds Tyler Warren for a 19-yard gain. A couple of plays later, play action. He's looking deep. Omari Evans is wide open. He gets the touchdown. After the extra point from Ryan Barker scores Minnesota 10, Penn State 7 with 10:48 left in the second quarter. Minnesota ball, 4th play of the drive. Max Brosmer looking. He's going to be intercepted by Dominic DeLuca. He gets a decent return here, returns to 29 yards. Penn State has the ball at Minnesota's 23-yard line with all momentum in this game. Penn State ball, 2nd play of the drive, Drew Aller. It's going to be brought down by Jack Henderson and Danny Strigo for a 9-yard loss. 3rd and 15 now. Drew Aller drops back. Pass is going to be incomplete, so they bring out Ryan Barker for a 45-yard field goal. Kick is good. Score is tied up at 10 with 7:50 left in the first half. Minnesota ball again. Few plays into the drive. 3rd and 8. Max Brosmer checks it down to Darius Taylor. He's stopped for a 5-yard loss. Stopped by Kobe King. Mark Crawford in to punt it. And he's going to get a nice punt here for 48 yards. And Penn State's going to have to start the drive at their own 3-yard line. Third play of the drive for Penn State. Aller looking. Pass is going to be incomplete, out of bounds. So Penn State goes 3-and-out. Riley Thompson in the punt. It's going to be blocked. Derek LeCaptain got a piece of it. Minnesota's going to get the ball at Penn State's 21-yard line. First play of the drive for Minnesota. As Chisholm Adonis would say, a little bit of trickery. Max Brosmer finds Jamison Gears wide open in the end zone. What a play for Minnesota. I haven't played the new NCAA football games or the last couple of Maddens. Can you do stuff like this on there? That'd be pretty cool. Penn State ball now. Few plays in the drive. Drew Aller looking for Harrison Wallace III. It's going to be incomplete, but they call it pass interference on Ethan Robinson. Not sure if I agree with this call because the ball was going out of bounds. Either way, fresh set of downs for Penn State. Next play, Drew Aller finds Tyler Warren for a 28-yard gain. They're in the red zone now. 2 plays later, 2nd and goal. Aller. He's going to take off himself. He gets the touchdown. Ryan Barker in to tie this game up. It's going to be blocked by Jack Henderson. Ethan Robinson scoops the ball up. And he has nothing but green ahead of him. Gets all the way into the end zone. So instead of a 17-17 game, Minnesota's still up 19-16. He said, gonna call pass interference on me. I'll show y'all. Minnesota runs out the clock to end the first half. They go into the halftime with a 19-16 lead. They're looking for the upset at home. Second half now, Minnesota ball first. First play of the drive, Max Brosmer finds Elijah Spencer for a 23-yard gain. A few plays later, Brosmer finds Daniel Jackson for a 13-yard gain. 3 plays later, 3rd and 3. Hand off to Darius Taylor. He stopped in the backfield. Zane Durant with the stop. They bring on Dragon Kessis for a 42-yard field goal. Kick is good. Minnesota goes up 22-16 with 9:59 left in the third quarter. Penn State ball now. Second play of the drive. Drew Aller finds Harrison Wallace III for an 18-yard gain. A couple of plays later, 2nd and 9. Aller with the play action. Looking deep for Amari Evans, but he overthrows him. That would have been a huge play. Next play, 3rd and 9. Aller looking for Tyler Warren, but it's going to be incomplete. On 4th and 9, it looks like they're going to go for it at first, but they do something pretty interesting here. Tyler Warren is actually going to punt the ball here. He's a tight end. Unfortunately, he doesn't punt it very far. Minnesota ball, third play of the drive, 3rd and 7. Max Brosmer looking around. Pass is going to be incomplete, so Minnesota goes 3 and out. Penn State's going to get good field position here after just a 32-yard punt from Mark Crawford. They're going to get the ball at their own 43-yard line. First play of the drive for Penn State. Drew Aller finds Tyler Warren, who gets 12 yards. 2 plays later, 2nd and 2, Aller finds Tyler Warren again for another first down. It's like Jason Witten out here. Next play. Hand off to Nicholas Singleton. He gets 15 yards into the red zone. Next play. Another handoff to Nicholas Singleton. He gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point from Ryan Barker is good this time. Penn State goes up 23-22 with 3:43 left in the third quarter. Minnesota ball, few plays into the drive. Max Brosmer loses the ball. It's recovered by Penn State Zachy Wheatley. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. So Penn State is going to get the ball in Minnesota territory with all the momentum in this game. First play of the drive for him. Aller checks it down to Nicholas Singleton. He gets a first down. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10. Aller checks it down to Tyler Warren once again. He gets 12 yards and a first down into the red zone. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10. Empty backfield for Aller. Looking for Tyler Warren, but it's going to be incomplete. Corey Parrish on the coverage. Ryan Barker in for a 32-yard field goal. Kick is right down the middle. Penn State goes up 26-22 with 11:51 left in this game. Minnesota ball, first play of the drive. Max Brosmer finds Daniel Jackson for a 23-yard gain. 3 plays later, empty backfield for Brosmer. He finds Daniel Jackson again for a first down. 2 plays later, 2nd and 8. Brosmer checks it down to Darius Taylor. He gets a first down. Next play, Brosmer finds Elijah Spencer for a 23-yard gain. 1st and goal now. Hand up to Marcus Major. He gets nothing. 2nd and goal now. Brosmer. He's looking to check it down to the offensive lineman, Ariante Ursi. Incomplete, though. 3rd and goal. Brosmer drops back. Looking for Elijah Spencer, but it's going to be incomplete. He overthrows him. They're going to settle for a field goal from Dragon Kesich. It's good from 26 yards out. Scores Penn State 26, Minnesota 25 with 5:48 left. Penn State ball, second play of the drive. Anthony Smith stops Katron Allen for a 5-yard loss. Huge 3rd and 9 for Penn State here. Aller drops back. Steps up a little bit. He's going to run. He stops short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1 for Penn State. Minnesota's going to get the ball back. Riley Thompson in to punt it. It's a fake punt. It's a fake punt. Luke Reynolds with the handoff. He gets 32 yards to Minnesota's 34-yard line. Penn State is in field goal range. And Minnesota fans can't believe it. What a gutsy call here, because if you get it, you're a genius. If you don't get it, everyone's going to blame the loss on you. Three plays later, 3rd and 1. 2:17 left. Minnesota has 2 timeouts. Tyler Warren, he's going to be stopped short of the first down. Minnesota uses their second to last timeout. Penn State goes for it again on 4th and 1. Drew Aller gets the first down on the QB sneak. And with 2 minutes and 1 timeout left, time is running out for Minnesota. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10 for Penn State. Handoff to Nicholas Singleton. He's going to get 9 yards. Decision time again for Penn State. Are they going to kick the field goal or go for it? They're going to go for it again. Drew Aller with the play action. Looking around. Finds Tyler Warren for the first down. That's your game. This game's over. Tyler Warren comes up big with the catch. I wasn't lying about the Jason Witten comparison. He had 8 catches for 102 yards in this game. So Penn State avoids the upset. They beat Minnesota 26-25 on the road to stay alive in the college football playoff and the Big Ten championship game. And folks, that's your 15th best game of 2024. Thank y'all for watching.
This ain't just a football. This is your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, your soul in a roll. It's your life. Tomorrow on that field, it's do or die. Win or cry. Go, baby, go! Amen. Tonight when you go home, I want you to brush your little teeth. I want you to wash your little faces. And I want you to dream the sweet dreams of football glory. Because tomorrow we're going to crush the little giants into smithereens. What do you say, man?